Okay guys, I'm just kind of messing about with the seats. They came with the car. They're actually okay seats, to be perfectly honest. I think that looking at other videos and so forth and tinterwebs and all sorts of stuff, I think these might be from a Glanza. But hey ho, who knows. But you can see they're a bit mocky. Dirt and grime, because obviously I was battering through stuff and it's been sitting outside for a while. And yeah, if you have a look at just the back bit here, what I'll do is it's all got mould and it's a bit goosed, so I'll get new bits for it. And we've also got a tear here in the side. But what the plan of action is possibly what I'll do is I'll start dismantling. It's not necessarily I need to do this now, but it takes me away from the Mini and allows me to kind of do something else for a wee while. So what I'll do is I'll pull this apart and yeah, we'll have a look and see whether we can get the covers off and give it a good clean or whatever we need to do. So let's get started. Where's it gone? Well, my other camera battery died, so I'm charging other batteries. And yeah, that was a pain in the arse. But I've totally dismantled the seats. And as you can see, it's actually in reasonable condition, to be honest. And that's all it consists of. That's your framework there. I've still got to take the seat, the fabric off that seat. But the other fabric's over there, and it's just basically clipped on with little it's basically little bits of metal that have been, just looped round themselves, and just had to pull them off. So that'll be fun putting that back together. So guys, I've done the seats, all Q-rusted. Took as much of the rust off as I could. Q-rusted everything. They're looking a lot better. I'm just going to put a wee bit of paint on some of them, and we'll go on to the next bit. I've ordered some foam and some proper adhesive, and we're going to get a wee bit of support in some of the seats. So I rattled on a wee bit of spray paint, guys, just to keep everything re-rusting. As you can see, it's totally different now. Everything's looking a lot better. That's not any more corrosion happening. Yeah, and basically scuffed up the plastics as well at the side. They look a lot better. I'll go over them a few more times, and then I'll So guys, this is the part of the car. This actually goes on the back. This is where the pocket is. And as you can see, it's pretty mouldy and gross and whatever else. So what I've done is I've pulled one of them apart. You can see here, and you can see how bad it is. This was only on by Staples, so we'll be able to take that off. There was a small piece of foam inside, and then as you can see how bad it was. I'll try and see if I can clean. Well, I will need to clean this up because I'll need to reuse this. So that'll need to be cleaned up. And the secondary part again will need to be cleaned up and reused. But what I've done in the meantime is I took a template of that, and I've made up these little new inserts, and it's just actually a small piece of ply, really thin, a couple of mil thick, 2 mil or something, and I've already drilled the holes for the pop connectors, these little things here. So I've ordered the new, like a basically a box full of different types. So when I put this together, that can obviously all clip into the seat. So what I'll do is I'll go and get these other parts cleaned, and then I will try and reassemble. So I've just gave these little vinyl parts just a wee quick blast with some degreaser. I do have some, and you can see how dirty it is. I do have some fabric cleaner, which I'm going to spray on just now, and I'll get that scrubbed in, and we'll see how well they come up inside. So as you can see how dirty that is. I've done one set already, came out not too bad, but I'll probably need to reinforce the backing of these, just for some of the damage that's been done over the years. But I picked up this cheap Demon Fabric Super Upholstery shampoo, and basically all I'm doing is spraying that on and using a little nylon brush to scrub it in, and then just washing it off. So I'll give that a go, and I'll show you before and after. Don't know if you can see that, guys, how dirty that is, but yeah, dirty. So just keep scrubbing and get it rinsed off, and maybe wait till it dries and try again. We'll just see how it comes out. So guys, I'm just going to show you this little kit that I bought, and the reason for this kit is actually to reinforce the fabric on the seats, and it's just basically a little ringlet kit, and basically you get these little rings and then the little ends, and you basically bash these together. Now it comes with a punch, and all I've done is you make the hole bigger, which I just use this wee tiny file here, so it gives a nice sharp point, and it gives a good circumference for the hole. And then we put the material through, and we take the punch, as you can see, that goes over the top, give it a bang, creates a hole, and then what we do is we put one of these little rings over the top, put the material on, then a little ring, and then what you do is you use the punch, which has got a hole in it, as you can see, it goes over the top there, you bang it, and it gives you the enclosed ring. Now I'll show you quickly what I'm talking about. So as you can see, it's gave it a nice solid point to put your well, I'm going to be using zip ties. Before it was little metal rings, but because obviously that would be an absolute nightmare for me to do, I'm trying to make things easy for myself. So as you can see, little rings, and I've done this all the way around, so me and my father, between both of us, put the little rings all the way around, and that will allow us to zip tie everything together and pull it into place. So yeah, it's been that was actually very satisfying. As you can see, the seats have come up not too bad. There is some, they are older seats, there is some bits of it that are not 100%, but nothing that I can't put up with. To be perfectly honest, they're actually pretty decent condition considering probably the life they've had. I might stick them through the wash once more. There's a few wee bits and bobs that, as you can see, there's still wee bits of staining and stuff like that. I might just run them through the washing machine again. But I've got a few other things to do before then, so I'll make a decision on that soon. But also I have a parcel here, and this parcel has got my foam in it, and that allows me just to kind of support a wee bit more of the seat when I put it back together. So guys, this was the backing of the seats. As you can see, it was a bit rotten and crappy. It had these little kind of connectors so you can pop it in. Now I bought a wee kit off of Amazon, and it's got these little kind of different connectors. You can see that? Not focusing, there we go. And what I did is I made these little templates up. Well, it's not a template, I used the other thing as a template, and I cut these out of mild, obviously thin ply that I had lying about, and it had these little kind of foam backings. So what I've done is I've just quickly glued these little foam things back onto what I'm going to be utilising as the backings now, and I used this this kind of spray here to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, instead of hiding these little kind of pop-it things, I'm actually going to probably open these up, because these are kind of push through rather than just, so as you can see, they're a little kind of push button. So once they're in and you press them, they lock in place. So I'm thinking if I just actually put a hole straight through, including the material, then it means if I ever need to take it back off again, I can just unpop it and that'll be it, rather than them hidden inside. So that's the kind of plan. So what I've done at this point, guys, put the plate down, it's got the foam at the back, put down my vinyl layer, and then I've just sprayed it with some glue. I'm just waiting for that to go tacky, and then all I'll do is I'll just turn these over, and then I basically staple them. Now I've already done one, put it back together, and as you can see it's all stapled and glued, and as you can see it's, let's just put that down and we'll show you a bit better. And that's the door card there, all fixed. Happy days. Just got to put those clips in, that's it.